They might not have any scientific proof or evidence to back their claims, but they believe that these weeds on the seashores along the coast might have a link to the oil industry. According to them, since Ghana discovered oil in commercial quantities some 14 years ago, the emergence of these weeds is becoming an annual ritual that they need to battle with every year, and for them, a thorough investigation to confirm or deny the assertion will help matters.
In fact, all along I've been attributing these seaweeds to the activities of the oil companies. But yesterday during the workshop, there was a heated argument that the oil companies were fighting their way out, that the seaweeds is not as a result of their activities. But when I was young, say from the age of 10 upwards, we were not seeing this at the beach. But when the oil companies started their activities somewhere around 2010, that we started seeing such weeds at the coast.
It is their operations that is bringing these weeds. We started seeing them when they started drilling the oil.
Vast floating mats have washed up and buried the beaches. The piles of seaweeds grew more than 4 feet high in Aketechi, Eziama, and Akwadai, forcing some people to abandon their homes. From Cape 3 Point to Eziama, Princess Town to Aketechi, Akwadai to Miamia, and all the communities along the coast, the brown seaweed has invaded the coastline basin this year. Once you arrive at any of these communities as a visitor, you are greeted with a decomposing stench of seaweeds, dead fishes, which will cause you to throw up.
We used to sweep here every week, but looking at it now, there is nothing we can do as a community.
We are about 8 people who voluntarily sweep the community and the beach. We don't go fishing, but when these fishermen at home, it affects all of us. We are always sitting here with nothing to do. We will plead with EPA to conduct a research so we know whether this is as a result of the oil exploration or otherwise.
Fishing, the main occupation of the residents along the coast, is being seriously affected by the seaweeds on the beach and floating on the sea.
This weed is not helping us at all. It is so thick that even with an outboard motor, you cannot see through it. We are unable to let our nets down when we see fish. We are appealing to the authorities concerned to, as a matter of urgency, do something about the weeds, as it is seriously corrupting our businesses. We see these weeds every year, but this year's is just beyond comprehension.
Fisherman Isaac Egan, who owns a canoe, makes a feeble attempt to point at his stuck canoe on the sea. He looks disappointed that he could not make any catch after weeks of staying home.
I'm a canoe owner, and that is my canoe you see lying over there. It's been 2 weeks now, and we have not been able to go to fishing. What we had was nets full of the weeds.
Tourism, heavily battered by the coronavirus pandemic, could be further devastated if solutions are not found to keep the menace from our shores. Here at Aketechi, it hasn't only affected tourism at the shore, but the crocodile fawn, which generates millions of cities. So what you see just here is a man trying to call on the gods here, trying his best to call on the crocodiles to come and appear. But just as you saw at the seashore, the same thing has happened here. Inside this fish pond, which used to generate a lot of money for the people of Aketenchie, is the sea waste. The young man standing here has been doing this for the past 30 minutes, pouring snap, calling on the agors, calling on the crocodiles to appear. They tell me that before, it wouldn't take even up to 5 minutes for the crocodiles to appear. You can hear him still calling. He pours the snap on the gorge, but the crocodiles have refused to respond to his call. So they're calling on government and officials to come and help find lasting solutions to end this perennial seaweeds which comes into the sea and to this tourist attraction, the Aketenchie fish pond. I understand before they can take 300 Ghana cedis from anyone who comes to see the crocodiles. Reporting for Joy News, I am in Athalia Kwanza, Princess Aketenchie, Western Region.